I have discovered three core components to effectively converting people from just a viewer on your page to an actual inquiry in your inbox. And those three things are clarity, ease, and urgency. So today I'm going to talk you through each of those three components and why they matter and how to effectively tap into those on your social account. Welcome back to our fifth and final video in our series all about social media, how to use social media, what to post on social media, how to expand your reach on social media, and really ultimately how to use social to grow your business. And so today in our video, we are focusing on that last piece, how to actually convert your audience into booked clients, how to go from just being on social, serving, connecting, building an audience to actually bringing those people over onto your website and booking them as clients. So we are going to talk today about how to create content that gets people to take action. So we're going to start today with clarity. People do not like surprises, especially from strangers. We want to know what to expect, and that is why clarity and predictability over our process is so important. On your website, you should have a clear outline of steps 1, 2, and 3 for what happens after someone inquires and after they reach out to you. No one wants to click a button and submit an inquiry without having any clue what's going to happen next. And so giving that clarity up front and showing and outlining our process on our website really helps people feel comfortable and confident going ahead and moving forward with that inquiry. There are a lot of us out there who are people pleasers, who might feel uncomfortable socially with inquiring with someone that we don't intend to work with. And so any clarity, any information that we can provide on our website to help people understand our process and to feel more comfortable inquiring will significantly increase your conversion rate. So how can we pull this strategy into our social media and specifically create content that shows our audience what happens next after they reach out? All right, so let's talk through some ways that you can do that. First of all, you can make an Instagram highlight that features behind the scenes of your process. What you can do is show some sneak peeks of a proposal that you might send out to a client so they can see what that looks like. Then you might want to explain your contract and talk about the first steps to book with you and actually secure a spot on your schedule. Outline exactly what needs to happen for them to go from just interested in working with you to a booked client. As you outline those steps on your Instagram stories, go ahead and save them to a highlight and label it our process or more info or something that just shows new eyes on your account how they can go learn more about your process. The next thing you can do is create a start here pinned post that you actually pin to the top of your feed. This is really effective, again, for helping those new people who have just come across your page and they want to learn more about you. They want to understand your process better. You can pin that to your page, and in that post, either a reel or a carousel post, you can walk through the steps of your process, how to inquire, and then what happens after they inquire. The last one, and I know this is a touchy subject, but the last one is to actually have transparency around your pricing. Now, I realize and I agree that there are some times that we want to keep our pricing a little bit hidden until we have had the opportunity to explain our value to our new leads. However, at the end of the day, people are not going to inquire with you if they don't feel confident that they can afford to work with you. And so having some information that is fully public and open for people to see about our pricing will go a long way. I highly recommend that you at least include a starting here price point or an average price point of your packages. This still gives you some flexibility and wiggle room to adapt your actual pricing for each lead based on their needs, their interest, and the turnaround time and all of those factors. But it also gives them an idea of the ballpark of what your pricing is so that they know, okay, this is within the range of what I'm comfortable paying. I'm going to go ahead and inquire. It's really not even just about that sticker shock and avoiding the ghosting and all of that. It's really about helping them to say, okay, I know that I can afford this vendor, so I'm comfortable even inquiring. If someone doesn't have that confidence, they might not inquire at all, and they might go look for other vendors who have that pricing transparency on their website. So pull that into your social media, Talk about your pricing every now and then, talk about your minimum, talk about your average pricing. Maybe again, you make a post, a highlight on your Instagram where you talk about pricing. So the first component of conversion and sales strategy on social is clarity. The second one is ease. I will always sing this from the rooftops that we have got to lower the barrier to entry. Anytime we are trying to make sales and market our offers, we have to lower that barrier to entry and make it as easy as possible for people to go ahead and open up their wallets and book with us. Okay. This seems obvious, but you would be shocked how many businesses are not making it easy for people to book and pay them. So some examples of this, if you're on your Instagram stories talking about all the different things that you provide for your clients, link to your sales page. Go ahead and add that sticker with the link to your sales page so they can learn more. Make it easy. Don't make people go to the link in your bio to find that website. Go ahead and link it right there. In fact, while you're at it, throw some of those animated arrows pointing at it. Make it obvious what they need to do next and make it so easy for them to just tap that link. I want you to think of your sales process as a funnel, okay? We need to slowly guide them from that initial stage where they're just merely interested and escort them down until they are at that part where they're ready to book. Okay, creating an easy process sets us up for success and helps make that yes at the end so much easier for your leads. ManyChat is a resource. It's a social media tool that allows you to create a keyword that is associated with a specific post that you put on your social medias. And when someone comments that keyword, it is an automation that will send them a DM with a message and a link. And so if you are talking about your services and you want to go ahead and say, comment the word stationery, and I'll send you a link to learn more, or comment the word paper. Probably better that you use paper because not everyone knows how to spell stationery correctly. So comment the word paper and I'll send you a link to learn more about our packages, or I'll send you a link to book a call. And sometimes when people are scrolling, and you make it easy, or all they have to do is comment the word paper, instead of having to stop their scroll, go to your Instagram page, click a link, click off Instagram to your website, send an inquiry form in, all of that. That's a lot of steps. And maybe they're just in veg out mode at the end of the day and they don't really want to go through that whole process, but they want to remember to come back to it later. And so ManyChat is so effective for that purpose, where someone can just comment the word paper and they know that they got a message from you in their DMs that they can come back to later when it's a better time for them to actually learn about your services and inquire. The other thing that's great about ManyChat is after they get that DM, you now have a DM conversation that has been opened with them. And so they initiated it by commenting on your post, which really just gives you that opportunity to go ahead and message them in your DMs from an actual personal message, introducing yourself, maybe even record a voice memo, just saying hi and asking if they have any questions. And it really just gives you a more intimate space where you can have a conversation with them, learn more about them, and hopefully book them as a client. Okay. This is not really social media related, but I'm going to say it anyway because I want to make sure that we're all thinking about, again, making things easy. Once you get that inquiry and you're over in your inbox and you're thinking about making it easy, make sure you are always linking forms that you're referring to. So if the client says, oh, I need to update from 90 invitations to 95, instead of just replying back and saying, okay, we updated your invoice to 95 and making them go back to that old link you sent, go ahead and link the invoice again in that most recent email. We always want to make it easy for them to just click that link and pay that invoice. We don't want them to have to go scrolling through past emails to try to find things. And lastly, the third component to increasing your sales strategy on social is urgency. And this one is huge because urgency is so important. We all know that when there is no sense of urgency, we kick the can down the road. Right? When we don't feel the need to purchase something right now, or we don't feel like a sale is ending or the window of opportunity is closing, we just are wishy-washy about it and we think, oh, I'll get to that later. And so there is something so powerful when it comes to sales when we lean into this sense of urgency. Okay. So I'm going to talk through some ways that you can create urgency and give your audience a reason to take action now. No waiting, do it now. All right. So the first one is that your prices are going up. And this is something that you can often talk about, is that over time, your prices increase. And as you become more in demand, your prices go up. The longer anyone waits to book you, the higher your prices will be. Mentioning that often in your stories definitely gives people an incentive to reach out early, to book early, to secure a spot on your schedule early. And we want that because we want our schedule to fill up way before it needs to, so that we have that confidence in our income and we just feel, okay, we're set for next year. So always talking about anytime your prices are going up, mention that. Another kind of way to do this is to actually increase your minimum. So even if your actual prices aren't going up, you might increase your minimum. And so after you book 2 clients for a wedding month, you might say, okay, now for that month, I'm only booking clients who are willing to spend $3,500 or more instead of $3,000. And so now, even though they're actually not paying more for the same product, they are needing to add more to their package in order to book with you. And so those are some ways that you can create urgency around pricing. The next one is obviously talking about availability. If your schedule is filling up and you only have a couple spots left for any given month, then you definitely want to go ahead and talk about that all the time. You want to be on your stories. You want to mention it in your captions. You want to just constantly be reminding people that time is limited, that your schedule does fill up fast, that you do have to turn away clients after you're booked, and that the sooner they secure a spot on your schedule, the better. Okay, so definitely talking about availability. It's crucial. And then there's the obvious natural urgency of timelines, right? So if you are a custom stationer, you might be thinking about artwork, how long it's going to take you to paint a bunch of custom artwork. You might be thinking about the design process and wanting to create a lot of padding for revisions and changes. You might also want to be thinking about possibly doing letterpress printing and how long you're going to need to assemble. We personally start our invitation design process at the 7-month mark before the wedding. And so we create a lot of built-in time to really just have safety net and have flexibility, so the process does not feel stressful for our clients or for our team. And so this is another way that you can create urgency, is just saying we are getting started on our weddings for this month. And so if you're getting married anytime around that, it is time to inquire. It is time to book. So that is a really good natural way of creating urgency. The last one that I will just mention is offering a complimentary upgrade for 1 month as like a promotion. So you could do something like complimentary thank you cards for any client who books this month, or complimentary wax seals with your suite or something like that. I do not recommend doing discounts or salesy promotions. And I talk about this all the time in all of my courses and everywhere. So if you're in my world, you know this. We are in a luxury industry. We are in a luxury space. And if we want to start attracting those clients who are thinking luxury, we need to stop thinking that discounts are the answer. People in the luxury space are not going to be as attracted to a discount as they are going to be attracted to a complimentary add-on to their package. So just remember that as you are thinking about ways to create urgency. And I will just say, if you are a retail shop, that's a different story. Okay, if you're selling products, then definitely can do promos and discounts and sales. Overall, the main idea here is that we have to be strategic and intentional about conversion. Just because we are posting consistently on social media does not mean that we are going to convert those eyes into inquiries and clients. We have to be strategic. We have to call people into action. And in order to do that, we have to be creating clarity, ease, and urgency in our content. If you have not heard yet, it is currently time to sign up and register for our free workshop, Inquiry to Income. This is a live workshop where you're going to get to jump on a call with me, and I'm going to teach you all about my sales process. I'm going to show you exactly how I take leads and escort them through that sales funnel all the way to becoming booked clients. I am going to give you so many golden nuggets on sales, conversion, how to increase your booking rate, and really just decrease the ghosted leads that are in your inbox and make sure that those leads see the value of working with you and are just so excited to get on your schedule. You do not want to miss this live workshop. It is also going to be our kickoff to the enrollment period for my course, Dream to Design, and everyone who's on this call live is going to have the opportunity to get an amazing bonus. And so you do not want to miss this. If you want to go ahead and get registered, there is a link in the description of this video. I'm so excited to see you there on March 4th.